And in both communities, that effort's really been led by both mayors. So Mayor Tolosnek to start with.
Can I get on the other side of this? That way they can turn your speaker. Yeah, I know. So hopefully you can hear me and they can hear me behind. Better? A little better? Thank you. A lot of folks have been thanked. Some of the folks over there haven't heard any of those thanks. I want to say thank you to Congressman Over, as everyone else has. He's our congressman and he's the best in the state. And I'm certainly happy that the senator, the good senator, is going to make sure that seat stays based in Amherst after the census count. Politically, these projects are often minefields. And I think that all of the credit goes to the groups. The Friends of the Manhan Rail Trail have been behind this project since its inception, and for us that was probably 12 or 13 years ago when the first rumblings came. We've been able to successfully get through a lot of projects. I want to thank our city council, who a couple of times have had to come to the rescue in order to be able to provide some extra money to do some design work that wasn't allowed for in the original project. We're going to finish the bridge over the Manhan, hopefully this year. We're going to definitely have another ribbon cutting to finish the stretch in East Hampton from South Street to Coleman Road. I'll talk more about that one later, but it's been a pretty unique mix of asbestos contamination or decontamination, sewer improvement, and a bike path. This project is a wonderful opportunity for us to say thanks to one person who isn't here that I think between he and Mayor Higgins are really the reason that we were able to get this done. Some of you know that there's an organization that controls how the funding that ultimately comes to the state. That's the MPO, the Metropolitan Planning Organization. And if it wasn't for Mayor Higgins and Mayor Sullivan from Holyoke, this money would have been used to pave the turnpike. And it's a much better use to do this rail trail. So I want to say thank you to the mayors. Sheer politics. The state, in their wisdom, wanted to use this for a project that was ready to do. And certainly the paving on the Mass Pike was ready, but so was this project. That, in thanks, great thanks to Wayne and Stuart, our planning departments in both communities. But really, that effort, if it wasn't for that effort and the political maneuvering that it took to make that successful, we wouldn't be here today and we'd still be waiting for funding for a bike path. So thanks to everyone, thanks for coming out today. And I'd like to introduce Mayor Higgins.
Well, when Peter Colcott got up and said the best mayor in Massachusetts were leaving, I asked Mike where he was going.
Nowhere.
And Mike's sticking around, and that's great for the Valley. I'd just like to recognize a couple of city councilors from our community that are here. Council President David Narkowitz is here, Councilor Mary Ann Labarge. I saw Councilor Pam Schwartz ride up on her bike, and I think Councilor Casey is here from Ward 7. The great thing about going last is that there's really nothing left to say. But the great thing about not running again is no matter what I say, you can't hold it against me. So I would really like to thank Wayne Fiden and Stuart Beckley, because often the staff people get lost in this, and planning directors in particular are great people to take pot shots at. And so Wayne's memory is fading, however, because he started working on bike paths well before 12 years ago, because we started working on the trail connecting downtown to the Norwottuck well before that. So remember the infamous rail spur for Coca-Cola, Wayne. But in Northampton, we have to get a tunnel under that railroad track, and we hope to get that through the railroad project. Again, we have Congressman Oliver to thank for the rail projects coming to Western Massachusetts, the North-South Rail, and I want to thank him. That's just a boon to our economy here, and it's a great thing. So thank you, Congressman. And when we finish that, you will be, and and when some of the connections are finished in East Hampton, it'll really be smooth sailing all the way through. I think there's not much else to say except thanks to everybody that did the work, and let's cut the ribbon.